40 years of, you know, chopped full of glue goodness, if there's such a thing. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for joining me. This is going to be a super quick little video, but in the live haul that Dolores and I did, would have been Sunday, we did a live haul of some things that we got, and I showed an item that I got at an estate sale, and it is this big scrapbook. So I picked up this scrapbook. The scrapbook was $10 but 50% off, so I got it for $5, and it is falling apart. The paper inside of it is super brittle. However, it is filled with, and I've already kind of started, and I thought, oh my gosh, let me show these people how good this stuff works. So it was a little scrapbook, you can see, and it is full of Valentines. And I was like, y'all, I really want all of these Valentines. And I know that in antique stores, these Valentines can go $4 to $7. Minimally, they're about $2 each, but this is chock-a-block full of vintage Valentines. Now, like I said, I already started. Some of them fell off and some of them I have been working on, but let me show you. Let me put this down and show you. So the cards were glued, and when you pull, the paper comes off like this, but you still get this little piece right here if you don't tear the card. And because I want the little darling cards that are in there. Now this one kind of fell off. There's also some pictures in there and stuff. I was reminded that I have had this stuff for a long time and I just never use it. Now it is called Undo. Now I am not sponsored by Undo, but I was watching Patrick, the Trusty Huckster Mercantile's video the other day, and he was using it to kind of get some things off. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have that. I've had it for a really long time. I used to use it and I totally forgot that I had it. So I think that Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, has talked about it. I'm almost certain. And then Michelle Newton's Cupboard is actually the one that showed me how to use it. So you do get it off of Amazon. It is Undo. Again, I'm not sponsored by it. I'm just showing you, as someone who loves vintage ephemera, how to possibly save it, because you just can't do anything with them stuck in here. So I'm going to attempt to flip the camera around and down and show you how I use it. Now I'll put a link on Amazon where I got mine. It is not an affiliate link at this time, but I'm just sharing information. Again, it is Undo. And the reason that I'm doing it is because this scrapbook is chocked full of pictures and Valentines that I want to use in either displays, put them in flower frogs or something like that. And I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know what kind of glue they used back in the 30s and 40s, but this is some serious stuff. So let me try to arrange the camera and I will attempt to face down so that I can show you how I am using the Undo. It's really super easy and it does not mess up your ephemera. So be back in a moment. Okay, y'all, so I really hope that this works. Here is the scrapbook, and I think I'm going to be able to save the cover of the scrapbook because the front cover and the back cover are not in bad shape, but I'm hoping to be able to get some acid-free paper and refill the pages because it's really just on here with a string. Now, okay, so here's the Undo. I hope this is going to be right for y'all. We're just going to open it up. Now, inside of this, I will say that it says it's extremely flammable, so be careful with this. Kind of use it in a well-ventilated area. I don't think that it smells any stronger than regular alcohol. It's not regular alcohol, and I can't remember how much I paid for it. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it does the trick. So there's the solution in here, And then it comes already with this little, what I'm going to call a basin and scraper. So drops will come in here, and then as you turn it and use the little scraper, it's to lift. Now, one thing I'm going to say is I'm not very patient. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more patient for you guys' sake. So let me flip to some of these, because these are going to be singles, and I'm hoping to be able to lift these up. So you see that it is totally glued. What you do, let me see if I can get it closed. You just tip it and it starts coming out in the little basin. If you can see the liquid right here. And I just let it run down. I kind of lift and let it run down in here. And it really just needs to saturate it. Now this is where the patience part comes in, because it does take a little bit. And I just use this little thin edged piece right here to kind of lift, to help the liquid that's coming out get underneath. And I totally forgot that I had this, and that I've been using it for a while, but I guess I just haven't had any ephemera that I wanted to really save. Now, something that really kind of worried me was that the card, as you can see right here, the card is going to get wet. But this dries and you will not see that. There'll be no watermarks or anything. But I'm going to tell you, y'all, whatever glue they use, it puts Easy 6000 and everything else to shame. So I'm just kind of working the liquid and letting it get underneath the paper. You want to be really careful, because you don't want to poke a hole in your paper. And I'm not going to do this whole book on camera. This was just to let you see how it works. Now, I will say you got to pack your patience when you use it. I'm going to let a little bit, I'm pretty stingy with this too, y'all, because it is a little bit pricier. And so I like to really work the liquid, but I don't know what kind of glue. Like I said, holy cow, this glue that they use. So you can see that it's starting to lift up a little in all of the areas, but the glue that they used is way down here, like way in the middle. So yeah, it's just really thick. So I'm going to keep working it. Let's see how it's looking. Let me see how that's working. Just kind of keep working it, keep working it. And even if it has some, when we get there, see how it pulls right here? I'm just gonna let it be. Now, I didn't know how thick the card was, so I really didn't want to push the issue. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to tear up my Valentines. All right, so see how it just, I don't know if you can see, but it's really just kind of saturating the whole thing. And it dissolves the glue. Now, we have used this on a number of different things. See, that is just really thick. Holy cow. And so it does come out pretty fast, so you want to be careful with that. Again, I mean, it's affordable, but it is on the pricier side. And this is just kind of vanity, because I wanted to save all of these. But I just work around it. I just didn't want to, I think it's like $12. I'll put it on the screen to let you know. Now, I could totally even sell it like this, because the Valentines are what the Valentines are. As far as people looking for them for different craft projects. And a lot of times they will be gluing them down themselves. So I just wanted to see if I could get some of this glue. I mean, this lady used a ton of glue. She really wanted her stuff to be in there. And I don't know, see how thin that is, y'all? I'm afraid to pull that off. I just think I might leave this one alone. Let it kind of soak in there a little bit, and I'll come back to that one. But at least I got it off. Now, we'll wait and see how saturated that is. I want to wait and see if we can see what it looks like when it dries. So I'm going to go on, and I'm just going to do like a couple. Like I said, this is going to be a really short video. I love how she put who the Valentines were from for each one. But this paper is so brittle. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to work on it, and I might even speed it up a little bit so you can see. Okay, see, these are the thick ones, and you can tell where they put the glue. But I'd love to see the name. What I love about this one, y'all, look, he has an axe. And the axe moves on this. Can you see that? That's super cute. All right, let me see about a really thin one. Let me see if I can find a really thin one. I don't know if there's any teeny ones in here. Okay, this is like a really thin one. So let's just really saturate that. Again, I am not good at waiting. I am not very patient when it comes to this, but you do need to pack your patience when you're using it, because you need to kind of let it dissolve that glue. But you can see immediately when you just use that little scraper, it's really just to lift. And again, I just wanted to show you, Patrick reminded me that I had this and I forgot all about it, y'all. And then when I found this at the estate sale, I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to be able to take it off. I was going to be prepared to just kind of cut around them, but I'd much prefer have them really off. So you can see how this is going to work. So if you didn't see the haul, Lord, we had a time on that thing this morning. We were having a good time. So if you didn't see the haul with me and Dolores this morning on my channel, I'll put that in the description below so you can see it. And I'm also going to link Patrick's video. Look at there. See how cute? Now see, it still has a little bit on the bottom. And you know why, y'all? I'm impatient. That's why. But it will be drying. So it does dry very, very well. And I wanted to show you that, look at all these wonderful Valentines. I'm so excited. Now this is going to be a project, but I'm going to do it. These look like they are taped. So I'm going to put a little bit just to see if it will work on tape as well. If it'll kind of break up. See how easy that lifted? That lifted really easy. When you put that underneath there, kind of just dissolves the adhesive. See, when you don't wait, this is what happens. So it dissolves the adhesive. Oh, I need to put some on this picture. See this picture right here? I don't know if it will mess up the picture because I've never tried it on picture. I've just tried it on paper. Oh, wait, Beth, just be patient. I'm not very patient because I'm excited. And oh, look, it just came right off. So fabulous. Okay, so it works on pictures too. It works on pictures too. So that's good. So I just wanted to show y'all that in here, and it works really, really well. I'm going to do one more, and that's only because I want you to see that it does dry. And these are kind of paper thin. So I hope you can still see. I'm working way up here, and I am just putting it all around. This one says, to my Valentine, I've got a mortgage on you too. These are so cute. And see, when I put it on there, I'm immediately like, hey, is it ready to come off? It is not. You have to give it time. You have to work with it. You have to let it just get in there. 40 years of, you know, chopped full of glue goodness, if there's such a thing. And I don't know how far this bottle will take me. I have actually been using this bottle for, I think I've had it a year, but I don't do a lot of ephemera. So usually it's like postcards and stuff, and those are already, you know, freestanding. They're not glued in a book. Whoops. Most dreaded word in the operating room. Whoops. So I'd like to get up underneath here. This has got tape and glue. She really wanted to save this one, right? All right. So got some kind of beeping going on outside. Don't know what that's about. Oh, see, when you're not patient, y'all, you see how the paper right here will rip. I'm just not very good at being patient. Not when I'm working on something fun. I do the same thing when I paint furniture. I'm the same way. I have to really work to let that dry. So I just wanted to show you real quick. Again, undo, UN-DU. And it's been around. I'm sure every librarian knows about it or something like that. But I learned about it again in the vintage community. But I'm actually using it more now because I wasn't finding these books before. The little scrapbooks, and now I am. So yeah, most people wouldn't spend the time to do this. See what happens when you're just not patient. But I really want the ephemera. I want to save it because otherwise there's no way that you're going to be able to use it. And I'm just going to soak this really good to see if any of that will come off. And again, I don't know what kind of glue they used, but that stuff is durable. Okay, so here is the other card, and I guess it goes like this to stand up. But now it does have some on the back up here, and I think that I'm going to leave that because you see how thin? I think the cardboard is actually coming away more than the paper. But that glue, they must have used liquid cement. But this one is already dry. No water stains or damage to this whatsoever. This one is totally dry on the back as well. And this one is totally dry too. No staining or anything like that. So I think it's a really good product if you're looking to save ephemera, y'all. I mean, I recommend it. Now this one is a little damp, but I think this discoloring was just on there because this is completely dry. She got this from Mom and Dad. Okay, y'all, so I hope this video helps you in some way. If you love to reclaim ephemera, little cards and such that you find in scrapbooks, or if you have things that you found that have been glued, even in the photo books. I think it does work with the photo books too, in separating that clear plastic over the pictures, but I have not tried that. So if somebody else tries it, make a video on it so we all know if it works. I just thought that I would share the Undo with you. Again, I'm not sponsored or anything by this, but I did want to share it with you because it's a valuable tool. And so I got to get busy because I probably have 40 more Valentines to unglue from this scrapbook. So thanks so much for watching, y'all. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Oh, and don't forget the notification bell. Click that to all so you never miss a video upload. Sometimes I just pop up a video like this one. Sometimes I pop up and go live. So make sure that you are subscribed and that notification bell is on. Okay, y'all, so I decided to pop back on and show you. It's been a couple of hours because I was taking my time to do it and I still didn't do it all that slowly, but I wanted to show you that I was able to get off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. I love this one. I got 5 pictures. I got 48 Valentines, y'all. 48 Valentines out of that. And this is one of my favorites. Look at this one. And it has a little honeycomb with it. Have a lot that move and everything. They come off pretty well. I'd have to say there's a couple that I lost the back pages because this paper is super, super thin. I don't know if you can actually see the daylight through it. I can. But this paper was super thin and one of them kind of got away. So 48 Valentines. I didn't count these. So I probably had about 50 Valentines in the book, but they had some super cute ones with the little dog that comes in and out of that one. Some big ones and some little ones. I got 1, 2, 3 birthday cards and an Easter card. Now this is the one that I didn't take my time on. And you can see that I just rushed it too much. But other than that, I did use like the whole bottle. And I can't remember how much it is. I know I put it in the other part of the video for y'all. But I kind of wanted to follow up and show you that this was a good way to salvage. I was going to find the backs. To salvage some of these amazing Valentines. And these have to be from probably the 40s, if not before, because I know the lady's estate sale that I got it from, she was getting postcards as an adult in 1945. So these postcards are really old, but I thought that they were super cute. So I just wanted to show you again, follow up with you. This one is one of my favorites, just how it worked and everything, and let you know to check out Undo, y'all. And I'm going to order me another bottle. So until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye.